Yo, what up? It's your boy. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can avoid getting flakes and not getting response on text message after you get the number. Now, I'm going to paint the scenario of you going up and actually approaching a woman. If you don't know what approach means, that means going up to a woman that you don't know, talking to her in person, and then eventually leaving with her number or contact info. And now you're texting, communicating with her over the phone to set up a date or set up a first arrangement to meet up. How you can do this, the number one way, the best way that you can avoid this woman losing interest or not texting back to you is to stall out the first approach. Yes, you need to talk to her as long as you possibly can and as long as she's willing to talk to you when you first meet her. See, a lot of guys make the mistake of when they go and approach a woman, they are so nervous, and their nervousness eventually makes the woman nervous as well. And so they try to rush it, right? So they try to make this approach as fast as possible. They're trying to talk to her really quick, get that number, get that Instagram, get that Snapchat, and run away. And then they come to me and they say, man, why did this girl not text me back? She seemed so interested. When I talked to her in person, it seemed like we really had a bond. Man, I thought she was my wife. Why is she not texting me back, bro? I'm going to tell you why. It's because you didn't give her a reason to text you back when you first met her. Going up to a woman as a man takes a lot of confidence. It really does. So I don't want to sit here and make it seem like it's easy or something so simple. For most guys, this is the most rewarding and nervous thing that most men can do, is to literally go up to a woman that you find attractive, you don't know her, you never met her, you never talked to her before, and to build the courage to go up and talk to her, introduce yourself, and eventually get her number. That's like such a great feeling for a man. It's hard to describe it, but if you've done it before, comment down below just so other people can see what I mean on the feeling that you feel when you successfully can do this. The issue with that is that you can get into this cycle where that's not as big of a deal. It's not that big of a fear for you anymore. And now you start leaving with a handful of numbers. Now you're the approach guy. Now you're not afraid to go up and talk to any woman, but when it comes to the weekend, you have no dates lined up. You have nobody hitting your phone up in the morning with good morning text or at night with good night text. And you wonder, how is this happening? How am I talking to all of these different people and no one is reaching back out to me? What am I doing wrong? Help me, bro. You're starting to literally do quantity over quality. I know you've probably heard that this is a numbers game. Yes, it is. Numbers game meaning that you're going to have to talk to a lot of people to get the level of success that you want. But there is a way that you can start to get your numbers more quality. How do you do that? You need to extend that interaction. You guys may not believe this because you may not have done it before, but that same woman that you're approaching right then and there, let's say it's at a park. You're approaching her at this park. She may not be doing anything. She may look like she's doing something. She may look like she's reading, she's on her phone, she's texting, she's skateboarding, whatever. But she is open. She has free time. She doesn't have nothing going on until 4 p.m. You just now met her at 12 p.m. Who's to say that that date that you're trying to set up with her over text this weekend or next weekend, you can't go ahead and get that out the way right then and there? And who's to say that she wouldn't be down for that? The reason you don't know this and the reason you don't believe this is because you've never done it. You've never seen anybody do it. You may have never heard anybody explain it in a video of the possibility of how it can happen. Well, I'm here to tell you it can. It can. It can. You just need to extend the conversation. Instead of the typical, hey, what's your name? Where are you from? Oh, okay, you seem cool. Let's hang out sometimes. Can I get your number? Instead of that, learn to adjust the conversation. It could be something as simple as, hey, what's your name? She says her name is Christina. You could be like, okay, Christina with a K or Christina with a C? It's Christina with a C. Okay, I got you. So it is spelled a little different. Is it Christina Or is it C? You know, there's different ways to spell Christina. I don't have to go into directly that. But she could tell you how to spell that. And you'd be like, man, your parents are super unique, because usually anybody I've ever met named Christina, their name usually starts with a K. So that's pretty cool. By the way, it sounds like you got a little accent. Where are you from? She says, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm from New York. Wow, okay, I'm from here as well. What part? And then we get to talking about that. She says she's from Brooklyn. Oh man, you're one of those. I've heard about those girls from Brooklyn. No, what do you mean? I'm not one of those. Okay, I got you. So what are you doing over here in Manhattan? I'm just here chilling, you know, came out here to get some food. I like to chill at this park. Okay, are you meeting up with anybody? You got any friends or anything like that coming around? No, I'm meeting up with my friends later on, but really right now I'm just enjoying the weather, things of that sort. Guys, do you not see how this simple approach that one guy could run up so quick and do, you can turn into an actual interaction? That's how I need you guys to look at when you're going up and talking to a woman. It needs to become an interaction, because on the flip side of this, you could be making these approaches, you could be talking to these women, and if you talk to them long enough, you may start to lose interest. You may start to see that she's more nervous than you are. You may start to talk to her more and realize that she's married. She's in a situation that you're not trying to be a part of. She's divorced, but she still lives with her husband until the paperwork is finished. Her living situation is crazy. And now you're thinking, Mom, well, it was nice to meet you. You don't even have to go for the contact info. What I'm telling you guys is this. You don't want to waste people's time. You don't want to be in people's way. You don't want to feel like you're bothering nobody. I get that. But if you're going to go up and make that approach and you're genuinely finding yourself interested in this individual that you're talking to, stall the approach out. Talk to her longer. Talk to her as long as you humanly can. Talk to her to where it gets to a point where you ran out of stuff to say. She's not really keeping the conversation going. And the next best thing, because the availability is not there, maybe you got somewhere to be, maybe she got somewhere to be. The next best option is to get the number to hang out in the future. Try this, and I guarantee your level of response, your quality of response, your quality of actually getting these dates, your quality of avoiding these flakes is going to go through the roof. You're not going to see that many numbers that become empty. You're not going to see yourself getting left on red. You're not going to have to watch videos on how to text a woman, because y'all built so much conversation that when you go to text her, it's something related to what y'all talked about in person. For example, I remember one time I approached this woman, and it was actually at the grocery store, and it was kind of funny, the situation, because she had a cart full of water, like the water jugs, not the massive huge ones, but it was just like the gallons of water. And we had this ongoing joke of just the amount of water that one human can consume. I was like, man, you're taking all the water from the population. You can fill up an ocean with that water. That's crazy. You know, that was pretty much how the approach went. So when I go to text her, I sent her an emoji of a whale and then some water after that. And then her next emojis were crying, laughing emojis. And she's like, don't be making fun of my water. I just like to bulk up on them now. Ha ha ha, I get it. How about this? On our first date, let's go to a bar, but only order water. Do you see how these things can build up? And now it's a laughing conversation. Okay, cool. Well, when do you want to do that? Let's do it this weekend. And actually, there's a bar over by the water park downtown. So it's an insider joke that me and her have going on. Now it's not, what do I need to say? How long do I need to take the texter back? It's literally a conversation that started from the approach. It's a bond that we've built. It's a chemistry. It's a connection. It's a true interaction that me and her know. And also it's an insider, so it makes it a little fun and flirty as well. And I don't have to worry about getting flaked on. I already know that we're going to be hanging out. We've already established it. We even established that we're going to hang out through the approach. So that's another thing that you can do. And this is the final point that I want to present to you guys, is that when you're going for the number, go for the number with a purpose. Some of you guys say, oh, you seem cool. Can I have your number? Sure. Yeah, she'll give you her number. But for what? Why? Why am I giving you my number? Yeah, you can have it. That's just like Instagram. Oh, you seem cool. Can I have your Instagram? Yeah. Yeah, anybody can have my Instagram. You can follow my Instagram. Doesn't mean I'm going to DM you back. Doesn't mean I'm going to text you back. Doesn't mean I'm going to hang out with you in a private or public place. So when you ask for the number, when you ask for the close, when you ask for the contact info, make it abundantly clear as ever, as clear as this window with the sun bright shining out. I'm getting your number so that me and you can go out this weekend. What's your availability on Saturday? Oh, well, I gotta go to work. I get off around 7, and I do gotta be back at work on Sunday morning at 9. So I'll be free once I get off work, maybe around 8 or 10. Cool. Let's aim for 9 o'clock. We can meet up over here, and we can do this and that. Just fill in the blank, guys. I don't want to give you specific ideas, because then you're gonna be like, Mr. Rashid, it didn't work, bro. I tried this, I said this, I said this, it didn't work, bro. Use your fucking brain, man. Use your head. So you do that. You set up that interaction. You get the agreement. Okay, does that sound good to you? Yeah, that's cool. Perfect. What's your number? Put the number in. And as soon as you get the number, I recommend you give her a call so that your number can pop up in hers. You do that for 2, and in some cases, if you're really out here in the field, 3 reasons. I'm going to give you this bonus reason for if you're really out in the field. One reason I think would be pretty obvious for most of you guys. Call her so that she has your number as well, so that when you do send her a text, you don't get that awkward, who is this? Number 2, call her so that you make sure you got the real number. Believe it or not, guys, I don't know if you know, but women will give you the wrong number. They'll give you a fake number, and sometimes you may accidentally type the number in wrong. And 3, this is the player answer if you're really out here in the field and if you really make your approaches. There's been times where I already had the chick's number. She already had my number. I didn't know, and she was just one of those that always caught my eye. The city can turn into a small city if you're in frequent areas or if you're in the field enough. And funny enough, sometimes my name would pop up already saved. Isn't that a coincidence? Wow. See, you're so beautiful that every time I see you, I got to talk to you. What happened? Let's make sure we don't fall off like we did the first time. So those are the 3 reasons that I would recommend that. She has your info. And then as you split up, you can tell her, send me a text when you get home, all right? Or send me a text when you get off, all right? Or I'll text you later on, okay? You get that verbal agreement, and then you get that double agreement. So it's 2 yeses. Yes, I agree to go out with you here at this time, this day. You got to be specific with women because they need that direction. Because then they'll hit you with, oh, I thought you said sometime this weekend. I didn't know you were talking about this weekend. I thought you were talking about the weekend after this. So you got to avoid that. And then also you want to double confirm that, hey, I'm going to hit you up. Or, hey, hit me up. Just to see, hey, will she actually do it? Or when you do it, is it awkward? Is it understanding? Most of the time it won't be if you're following these and if you're actually applying them. This isn't necessarily an entertainment video. This is educational. Bro, I need you to do this. I need you to apply this so that you can avoid the current situation you're in now and you can start to get the results that you're looking for and get the responses that you're looking for. So apply these things, stall out the interaction. Every single question or comment that she says, you can fill in and talk a little more and get her to expand on it. You can literally start that date and continue that date right then and there. And guys, you can actually take the woman home in some of these cases, but we're not going to get into that. That's more Patreon content. We're going to keep this general public on YouTube, but Patreon will explain how you can do this further and more in depth. And also double confirm before you get the number. Set the date right then and there. Make it so freaking clear that you're not just getting her info just to get it, and that you actually are interested in her and want to get to know her better when time and schedule fits both of you. And you will avoid getting these empty numbers, handful of numbers, and pointless texts. Alright, subscribe to the channel. Action! We back, man. We back in action, man. I need y'all boys to apply this shit. Comment down below. Love you guys. I'm out.